Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. Today is Monday, October the 25th, 2010, and like we do every night, it's time to look at the markets. Check this out. Okay, we're going to start off looking at the NASDAQ today. She moved to the upside here, filling the upper gap we had back here. It's now filled, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. There's no longer any gaps above us. The only thing we have are gaps below us. We'll talk about that a bit in a minute. The main thing I want to point out is that you've now filled that upper gap, okay? The thing I want to talk about today is the bullish crossover of the simple moving average, the 50-day, this blue line right here, and the 200-day red line right here. These two are moving averages, and when they cross like this, it's a bullish signal for the markets, and it's 70% accurate. Let's talk about that, okay? First off, the main thing to point out here, a lot of guys are talking about this, and I didn't talk about it at all, and here's my reasoning. If you've gone to our website at perfectstockalert.com, you know that I keep all the different charts that I analyze every night on that website, and they're updated with my notes on them all the time. One of them has the notes about this particular signal here. We're going to talk about this today. The main thing, whatever you do, if you're a fundamental analyst or a technical analyst, what you're doing is looking for a logical trade, something that makes sense to you, okay? Either perhaps price activity has sold off below fundamental value, so therefore you're buying in anticipation that price activity will revert back to mean. You have some logic behind your trade, all right? As a technical guy, you're doing the same thing just from technical signals as opposed to fundamentals. But it's always based in logic, all right? At least it should be. In this particular case, like I said, you've got a bullish crossover of the simple moving averages right here, and it's 70% accurate. What I wish to do here is to kind of enlighten you as to what's going on here more in depth, okay? And you may still conclude at the end of this analysis that you have a logical reason for being a bull or whatever. That's fine too. But let me show you my reasoning here. This bullish crossover, all right, of the moving averages of price, will happen if you manipulate price to the upside. So if price manipulated to the upside for an extended period of time by the Fed, by the QE2 announcement, so forth and so on, you're going to get this result. That's not a shocker. All right. In fact, you've got it on every chart you look at. The FTSE, the NASDAQ, the S&P, they're all going to do it because price has been manipulated to the upside. What's more important, in my opinion, is that you don't have one. You have two. You've got a bearish crossover here and a bullish crossover here. One of these is lying to you. This one, in my opinion, is based on fundamentals. You have the fundamental knowledge of Greece, Spain, Portugal, Italy, etc., etc. You know about the 50 U.S. states, okay? You know about the high unemployment. You know about the revision of GDP lower. All that stuff was fundamental, drove prices lower. That's what caused this one to happen. This one is manipulation by Fed, in my opinion. Once the Fed news is out, the game's up. There's nothing left to prop it up. Then she falters. That's my theory, okay? That's what I'm basing my trade on, all right? That's my logic behind it. You should always have logic. No matter you're a bull or a bear, have a logical reason behind it. If you do that, I respect you. If you don't talk to me, okay? Not offensive, it's just there's a difference between an investor and a gambler, okay? Or a trader and a gambler. We don't gamble. We're looking for logic, okay? Now, again, from a technical standpoint, this breakdown here and this bearish crossover is formed on high sell volume. This rally here and this bullish crossover is on low buy volume. Okay? If you go to our website at perfectstockalert.com, we've got 6 videos that are really awesome video swing trading course that will teach you how to analyze price and find opportunities every single day, both long side and short side, but they always require certain elements, and if those certain elements are not met, it's BS. We don't want it at all, okay? It doesn't mean that it can't go up, it can't continue to go up. It just means that in the end of the day, it's going to fail. That's what we're betting on here, okay? Now you know. A couple of key points you have to add to your analysis here. Though you have a bullish crossover here that has got an accuracy rating of 70%, being right 70% of the time, you've also got one here that is just as right 70% of the time. So one of these is lying to you. More importantly is the ace up my sleeve. I've mentioned a couple times, no time can you show me, and I never asked you guys to find it, and you can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 low volume gaps to the upside, starting the foundation of this quote-unquote bull market. Not once in any history of the NASDAQ will you be able to find a situation like this. You'll find lots of situations that gapped like this, but ultimately they failed and pulled back down. They may not have filled all of them. They filled a lot of them at least. All right. The point I'm making here is that 100% of the time, this has never been the start of a bull market. So while you're looking at this signal here as saying it's 70% accurate, I'm telling you these little gaps right here are 100% of the time accurate from history. Now maybe this will be the first time ever it does it. Okay, but I'm not betting on the beating of the odds. I'm betting on the odds. All right, that's the logic behind my trade. Now you know. Pretty cool, pretty simple. A quick look at other markets. Before we head off, I don't know if I've covered this yet or not. There was a shooting star formation right there, forming another gap today, another telltale sell sign right there. Okay, here we are looking at the FTSE London Financial Time Index. Same situation here. Shooting star formation right there is a sell signal. You do have the same bullish cross over here and bearish cross over here. One of those true and one of them's a lie. Okay, quick look here at the S&P 500. You've got the same 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can count. All right, 10 gaps below you on low volume. You got a shooting star formation here. It's a sell signal again. You still have a gap up here that hasn't been filled just yet. All right, it's just shy of it. So that is still alive and well, the upper gap here. But again, you've got multiple reasons to look for a move to the downside. You can still push to the upside here and there, but the trade at this point is no longer I'm going to play the upside. It's priced in, okay? Now, there's going to be some guys out there that are going to say, if she makes a new high, I'm stopped out. That's their trading strategy. Whatever your plan is, it's based on some logic, hopefully, and that would make sense to you. But even if you were stopped out of your short position, you couldn't look at this and say, I'm going to go long at this point. It's just too far overextended with too many problems in it. You could not be a buyer, in my opinion, from a technical standpoint. Again, the S&P. Bearish cross over here, bullish cross over here. One of them is lying. Okay, quick little announcement here. Last weekend or last Friday, we told you we are going to put the website on our dedicated server. We've done that over the weekend. It is now super fast. Also, we added a new message forum. We had a forum in here. Okay, you can click in there and go in there. You can get a free account. It's free at perfectstockalert.com. You can go in there, check it out. We got a whole bunch of guys in there, bulls and bears, posting good analysis and their logic behind their trades. And we encourage anybody who's a bull or a bear who's would like to share in that kind of research and that kind of analysis. Hey, we're welcome, all right, 100%. Also, you can click right here and get our projection for tomorrow's market every single night. Okay, it's just a number-based thing right there. You can check it out. It's about 80-85% accurate. It's a pretty cool little feature there for you. And like I said, all the charts that maybe you wanted me to go over a certain chart that I didn't go over today in a video, they're always kept right here. Short term, long term, okay? They're always there, so you can always check them out. They're updated every single day with my annotations on them already there, okay? Pretty cool, pretty simple. If you've not been to our free website at perfectstockalert.com, it's right there. It's 100% free. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. A quick look at our disclaimer. The disclaimer, read it and weep. God bless. Take care. I hope to see you all tomorrow morning in our message forum. Let's find some opportunities and make some sense of it, all right?